Hi, today I'm reviewing the Clinique Pep-Start Hydro Rush Moisturizer with SPF 20. And really quick, I just want to say I purchase these products with my own money, so you know you can trust. My opinion is what I honestly believe. So welcome back to Sunscreen Week, and today I've got a Clinique sunscreen. I've got quite a few of them to review. And this one, I've got quite a few sample tubes. I actually have several of them that I've used. So I thought I should review this and let you guys kind of know my thoughts on it. This one is a chemical sunscreen, which uses chemical ingredients as opposed to a mineral or physical sunscreen. So it's kind of just a moisturizer, but I'm going to let you guys know my thoughts on it, especially in terms of using it as your means for sun protection. So I'm going to let you guys know my thoughts based on my SARA score scale. So my first criteria on the SARA score scale is packaging, and these are sample tubes. So if you can get like a sample size or a deluxe size, you're better off, because the full size comes in a jar, which once you open it, you expose everything to light and air, which kind of begins to degrade all of the good stuff in the product. Not to mention, it's kind of just not the most hygienic way to get your product, based on whether you use a spatula or use your anyway. It's just better to get it from a tube for many reasons. So if you're thinking about using this, if you can get your hands on one of the sample sizes in a tube, that's the way to go, as opposed to chucking out your hard-earned money for a jar, which everything kind of starts to degrade. So my second criteria is alcohol, and this does not contain any denatured alcohol, which is a good thing. My third criteria is fragrance, and thankfully this is fragrance free. However, it does have a little bit of the chemical SPF scent to it. Once you smell it, you guys kind of know what I'm talking about. However, with this one, it does dissipate, so it's not as big of a deal. It's not as irritating or annoying as it is in some other products. So I just wanted to note that it does have a little bit of that scent to it. My fourth criteria is manufacturing location. This is made in the US, so there's no issues there. My fifth criteria is ease of use, and this is very easy to use. You just apply it to your skin, kind of in place of your moisturizer is what they are intending to use this for, which is probably why they've used the chemical SPF in it. Sometimes the physical or the mineral sunblocks kind of can leave a white cast, but this one being chemical doesn't leave any of that white cast there, but smooths over skin pretty easily and gets absorbed easily, and definitely leaves your skin feeling nice and soft and smooth and hydrated, so that's always a good thing. My number 6 criteria is antioxidants, and this does have some antioxidants in there. It's got a lot of peptides in there, which are very good for your skin. Barley, the St. Paul's wort, caffeine, algae, and then it's got another antioxidant called Arabidopsis thaliana extract, which is also the scientific name for what they call mouse ear cress, which isn't from mouse ear, it's a plant, but it sounds kind of gross, but it's a good antioxidant. However, if you're going with the jar, once you open it up, the antioxidants are exposed to air, and an antioxidant's role is to kind of fight free radicals, which are in the air. So once you expose antioxidants to air, they oxidize and they aren't as good. So all of those, once you start to open the product, kind of start to lose their effectiveness right away, right from the first time you open it. So that's why I always say if you can get it in a tube, you're gonna be much better off. So they've done a nice job with the antioxidants and the peptides. It's just that once you open the jar, they all kind of degrade. So it's unfortunate, because they did a good job and they put some good stuff in here. So on to my number 7 criteria, which is animal testing, and Clinique is not cruelty-free. My number 8 criteria is performance, and I did not give them a thumb up there. It works well as a moisturizer. However, an SPF, the gold standard level that you want to use every day is 30. So if you're using this layering it, you can layer sunscreens like a moisturizer with SPF. You'd apply that, let it soak in a couple minutes, then you could use a foundation or a primer that has SPF, let it soak in, then a foundation with SPF, and then a powder. You have to wait and make sure each product absorbs. However, there's not a lot of scientific research based on layering and how much effectiveness you're getting, but I always say if I'm going to add like a little bit of powder with SPF in it, there's nothing wrong with that. And I like to layer mine a little bit just to be sure I have everything covered well. But anyway, so using a 20 as your only source of sun protection just is not giving you the proper anti-aging protection that you need. So you're never going to want to use this alone. And in fact, if you're into the Clinique brand and you're looking for a good sunscreen, I've reviewed these, but their oil-free face cream is worth checking out, and their Super City Block. These are two good ones worth checking out, and they're packaged better. So anyway, I just wanted to point that out. So you're never going to use this as your sole means of sun protection because it's just not a high enough level. So my number 9 criteria is price, and these are obviously some samples, but the full size is a 1.7 ounce jar, which sells for $29.50, so it's not overly expensive, but again, you've got the jar issues going on, but some people don't mind that, and some people prefer jars. But it's not overly expensive. So you definitely want to make sure that with your sunscreen, you can afford to apply it liberally and that you will apply it liberally. So, and then my number 10 criteria is the it factor. I didn't give this a thumb up. It's, I kind of, in my notes, I wrote it's a ho-hum product. It's not the best as sun protection. It's an okay moisturizer. Then again, you've got the jar issue yet again, but it just doesn't do the best at either. It doesn't do the best sun protection you can get, and there's certainly a lot better moisturizers out there, so it's kind of somewhere in the middle. So anyway, so I think you're better off checking out some of the Clinique's other sunblocks that they have out there. They've got quite a few of them. Most of them are pretty good, so check those out as well. So on my scale of 1 to 10, the Clinique scored 6 out of 10, which is okay, but when you're talking about sun protection is really your only means of really preventing aging. So that's where you're going to want to invest the most time and money in something that sits on your skin all day. So this is just average. So I think when I was using these during the winter just to try them out, but I would never rely on those on a very bright sunny day where I'm going to be outside all day. So anyway, I'm interested if you guys have had a chance to try this or not, or if you've tried any of the other Clinique sunscreens. Which ones have you tried and how have you liked them? So leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Feel free to subscribe if you're not already. I come with at least one new review every day. And check out nobsbeauty.net. I'm adding some written reviews in addition to all the video and blogging I do. So always check that out. And click the Amazon link below if you want to help support the channel. Thank you so much, guys.